Okay, now let us talk about a female entity that have been seen in the supernatural for quite a while, right? Now I'll be talking about the last two encounters. Now, the first one is on the 17th of February 2023, and I was taken to the underworld. But at first, the scenery was a familiar area that I know. And I was saying to my siblings, this land used to belong to our grandfather. And all of a sudden, the scenery changed from orchards and valley to tombstones and just looking really dark. I'm like, wow. So we continued to walk along a bridge like going uphill to what looks like a castle on a hill. Now I was trying to get through the gate, but it wasn't opening. Now below that castle building is a cathedral gate. So I opened it. When I opened the door, there was a lady sitting in a chair. And she turned to the left. And she was so surprised to see me because we were eye to eye. That surprise quickly turned into rage, into hate. And I felt it in my soul. No, that female, she could not move. And it looked like she was in a cave. And she was trapped in this area. No, she was burnt black. Her skin burnt black in human form. No, that encounter led me to believe that that was Ishtar or Astarte or whatever name the pervert goes by, right? And I do believe that she was not created in heaven, but created on earth. She was probably one of those females that society rejects. She could not get a boyfriend. Nobody wanted her. So she allowed these fallen angels to tamper with her and turn her into the monster she is today. She should have asked for a beauty clause because she's butters. She's not very attractive in her real natural form. But of course, they can shape shift and give you the illusion of beauty. But in her natural form, she is a loser, a ugly, butters looking, creepy thing with low self-confidence. So she had to turn to the fallen, right? Now, the castle, I believe, was where Lucifer or Gadriel in the vision, that is where he is held. That is a doorway to his dimension. Because that female entity that I saw is never far from Lucifer. She's never far from him, right? Anywhere you see her, he will be behind shortly. So the Most High allow me to see that entity in her real form, right? In the place where she's locked up and she's black, right? Now, the next encounter was on the 20th of February, 2023. No, this happened in my home. I was sleeping. But I took off most of my crystals and I just had a few necklaces on. So when I was taken, I was watching a version of me playing. I would say play because we're so innocent. Our soul is so innocent and childlike. And these demonic entity had, I think, a book or a ball for me and they were passing it to each other. And I was like, can I have it? Can I have it? And they were just passing it. Then they finally passed it to this particular one. She took my ball and put it under her skirt or her dress, right? Then all of a sudden, this female entity slid in on a chair, commanding, and she was demanding looking, and she says, go get it. So I stand there looking, I'm like, who's she talking to? Then I woke up, but there's another part to that vision. Meanwhile, I was in the vision and seeing what was happening in that dimension in real life. there was a high priest, some former entity, sexually assaulting my body, which would be essentially dead. And while he was doing it, the sensation was crossing over into the dimension. So when this goddess commanded me, because of what was happening to my body, I would have obeyed her and violated myself. But instead, I stand tall, looked at her, and then woke up. Now, that is how I understand now. We get our rapists, we get our Jeffrey Dahmers, because they corrupt your soul first without you even knowing. Without you even knowing, they corrupt your soul first. And that is why people will say, oh, no, 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 not my son. My son is not like that. Not my daughter. No, no, no. But guess what? They corrupt them. And then they send back the soul into the body. Right? That is how they operate. Now people would say, well, you know, I'm full of the Holy Ghost and full of shalom and long white dress. These things will happen to me because I don't do anything for it to happen. But you need to understand that it is coming to you as well. Right? It only happens to me because I see them and I keep running my mouth about them and their secrets, and they don't like it. No, this female entity, this female goddess, have been after me for a while. And when she realized she cannot get worship, she set out to humiliate me. And when she realized I'm still standing, she set out to kill me. When she realized she cannot kill me, then she's out to try to convert me. So now she cannot convert me. I wonder what will be the next plot, right? Because thank God, thank the Most High for the gift that I was given. It served me very well, right? And the fact that I stand in dignity and I have no intention of disrespecting my bloodline. And thanking the Most High for standing with me, for walking with me, so that I can walk amongst demons and come out with my sanity and come out with my dignity. Right? My gift has served me well to understand the layers to this life. Now, this particular entity is in the history books, or should I say mythology, and I will be most definitely connecting some dots with past vision, right, and what she's up to, because I see a lot of her and her tricks and her plans and what they are doing, right? And that is why they don't like me. Now, people, please wear your crystals when you're sleeping, especially when you're sleeping, you're most vulnerable. Always pray. Prayer and crystals go hand in hand, right? And keep the Most High right by you, because you're going to need him. People, do not underestimate the life we live. Do not underestimate evil. Do not underestimate these fallen ones. Sex is the number one way they use to corrupt humanity, right? They use sex. And if you are someone who don't have any discipline, whether you are married or not, you will be in trouble, right? So a lot of you believe because you're not masturbating, you don't watch pornography, you are safe. You are not. You have to have discipline. Serious discipline, because they are coming. And sex is the number one tool that they use. And if they cannot get you to worship them, they will try to humiliate you, right? Or even better, they'll try to kill you because they've tried it before, right? Whatever they try in the spiritual and it doesn't work, they come directly into my room to do what they want to do. But we'll get into that next time. We need to seek the face of the Most High. As I say, glory be to the Most High.